And I've just heard the terrible news that Ozzy Osbourne has passed. And it was expected, and it's also a surprise. And he was a man that soundtracked my childhood. A man that shouldn't have been a success. In a band that shouldn't have been a success. In a band that created their own success. In a band that were not bothered or not content with that success and moved on and tried to be commercial and tried to be florid. And he continued to produce music even when it was thought that he probably couldn't. And he is one of those people who has come back from, he's just drunk all the time, or he's on some kind of substance, to produce great albums like Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman. And yes, I know he had help. And he and Sharon were always judicious in doing that, and Sharon was such a fantastic, loving helpmate to him. But I listened recently to one of his late 80s albums, and No Rest for the Wicked. And it's great. So the first one was Zack Wilde, but you know, he came through all that trauma, the trauma that he created for himself, and the trauma that he experienced around Randy Rhoads, and bands coming and going, and the drama of the business and all of that. And he survived. He survived the trauma of being kicked out of his own band. He came back to his own band. He saw his own band doing other things without him. He returned to them, and they then had a regal period, and so did he. Late on with Andrew Watt, who mustn't be forgotten. See, he picked people so well, and he was no filter. He was himself. He was John. He was Ozzy Osbourne. It wasn't a character. It was him. And people warmed to that. Just look at the Osbournes. People warmed to that. Without him, it would be nothing, because he is himself. That is a very rare thing to do, and I feel very sad that he's no longer with us, and I was looking forward to another album. I'm so pleased he had the final concert with the lads, and it will be a big gap, but he did so much, and his music is still there. Ta-ta.